Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sully here. I'm bringing you a brand new commentary, and I kind of wanted to discuss about E3. If you guys didn't watch E3 yesterday, it was on Spike. If you guys have a DVR, you can go record it and go watch it. But I watched it. I really wanted to see the Xbox One presentation, which was good because it was the first thing up on the E3 schedule. And, you know, I think really Xbox did save a couple of their fans, but they didn't really save them all. If you guys don't know, on my last Xbox One video, I really have changed opinion about the Xbox One now. There's a lot of things that we've learned and a lot of things that's happened since that last video. I'm going to kind of talk about the negatives and what's making me think get a PS4 instead of an Xbox One is because, one, it's going to be, I'm getting this later, but it's going to be $500, and the PS4 is only going to be $400, and including to that extra $100 for the Xbox One, the Xbox One has to have a built-in Connect with it. Like, you can't get it out. And really, I think most of the people gaming aren't going to be using that Connect. I mean, yes, there are going to be people like little families with little children, kind of like trying to compete with Wii Sports. But like, I mean, not really that many people are going to be playing that. And I really think Xbox really focused on the DVR, kind of like the TV and the Skype part of the Xbox instead of the gaming part, which is what it's supposed to be. It's a gaming console. That's what you should be focusing on. And also, it's going to have this always-on bullshit feature where it's like always watching you. And, you know, that kind of feels me creeped out. Like, I know it's not going to be recording, like, not going to be, like, stalking me and, like, it just, I don't know, it feels weird. It feels like my privacy's been invaded, and I think Microsoft now knows that people aren't going to be really like that, and I hope somehow, some way they can last minute like change that, but I really think it's too late for that now. And also, what else was I gonna say? I don't think, oh yeah, you have to like relog in every 24 hours to make sure you're like an active member or some shit like that. So if you played for 24 hours, which would be a no life, it'll have to make you re-sign in, but I mean, really you have to do that? If you want to check in how people are like actually active on your live account, then I think send them an email. Like, don't, and maybe like make them sign in after like a month, not every single day, because not every person's going to be online every day. So I really don't see the point in that. But anyways, I kind of want to talk about the new presentations. Yeah, Xbox did this time. In this presentation, they actually showed a lot of new games, a lot of new titles. I actually really like some of them. Some of them, you know, just not my cup of tea. But I have to say, they have really amazing graphics. It's absolutely stunning, beautiful. Wow, it sounds okay for saying that. But the graphics were stunning. I really liked them. Rain was an example of one. It's like this gladiator type of like Rome, like you're like this Rome warrior game, like sword fights and stuff like that. The graphics were absolutely amazing. You know, just the pure detail of it were really good. And I also liked how they showed all these new games, all these new titles, showed us what we should be excited for in the new Xbox One. Not focusing on the TV and the Windows part of the Xbox One like they did last time. So I like that because it is E3, it's a gaming convention. That's what they should be doing. And they showed this feature about Twitch, which I actually really like. They're going to be working with Twitch, and you could live stream from your Xbox One, which I think, you know, that's going to be really awesome. I think that's going to be a really useful feature for commentators when they're live streaming. And it's really easy because you're like Xbox Stream, and it pulls it up, and you're signed in, and you're ready to go. I think that's a really nice feature. I'm definitely going to use that a lot once I get the Xbox One, if I get the Xbox One. And also they have this capture feature where you could capture your gameplay and edit it. It's not like advanced editing, but there's definitely some editing features, like you can slow it down. I'm not sure if you can upload it to YouTube. I'm sure you can with the Windows, but again, I'm not sure on that. But you can basically capture your gameplay. I really think, guys, if you want to be a commentator, go with a capture card. Seriously, go with an Elgato. They have a really good capture card, but I'm not talking about capture cards. I already said amazing graphics. I'm going to kind of talk about the negatives of the presentation. They did have a couple people who didn't really speak English that well. Wish they would have somebody else who could speak for him. But that's kind of just a pet peeve for me. I can't really understand like half the people went up there. Let's see. There's no audio on 2 of the presentations. One presentation was Battlefield 4, which looks like an amazing game, by the way. I might think about getting that, actually. But, sorry, excuse me, this is a long commentary. They had no audio on it, and it took them, like, 15 minutes, and the guy was kind of just standing there awkwardly, like, all the crowd just looking at him. I feel so bad for that guy, the presentator for Battlefield 4. They had no audio on 2 presentations, and on the other one, the one that's not Battlefield 4, they, they didn't even replay it or have the audio. They just kind of like, they went with the trailer one time, it had no audio. They were like, okay, fuck that, let's just move on to the next game. I thought that was kind of unfair to that game. But yeah, I want to talk about price now. Price is going to be $500 for the Xbox One, and it's going to be $400 for the PS4. Now, that's obviously a big difference. $100 difference is a pretty big difference, and that's why I'm kind of siding to the PS4 now. Xbox One has been dealing with too much bullshit, and the only reason why I'm even considering is just because of their reputation with the last console. And I really shouldn't be judging them by that, because I'm gonna make the wrong decision if I do that. I'm kind of siding with the PS4 guys. I think the only people, or like the only reason why, people are gonna be sticking with the Xbox One, and they're kind of iffy, former Xbox players, is just because it's just the last console. Well, I think PS4 is really gonna step it up this time. I've completely changed my view. A lot of things happened since my last Xbox One video. I'll link you in the description to show you that. Anyways, guys, yeah, that was kind of my breakdown on the E3 Microsoft kind of press conference thing on the Xbox One and all their titles and what they said. But anyways, guys, it's been Sully here. Peace out.